Looks like a decent number of people are here. So it's 1:02 p.m. and I'm calling this meeting of the Youth Council Communications Outreach Subcommittee to order. We do not have anybody from the public here at the moment. So the next item on our agenda is a follow-up discussion with Guidance Department. So thank you guys for coming again. It's very nice to be able to follow up with you all. So basically, from our part, those surveys are finalized. Those links have been sent out. I sent them to Mr. Robinson. I'm not sure if everybody has been able to see it, but there was very minor changes, not too much at all. And yeah, that is basically it for the high school portion of it. As for the middle school, Mr. Robinson, I did get your email. Mr. Cedrone reached out to me, I think it was yesterday. So he has his own copy that he's currently working to make more middle school friendly. So I don't know if you want to pass that information along, but Mr. Cedrone did say that he was going to take it to the administration probably next week. And
Nice.
I did say that I'd be happy to meet with them, that we could set up like a meeting with the three of us, and Ali too, who definitely want to involve him if they want a meeting.
Yeah, that sounds good. Because I think you mentioned that at one of our meetings that you were potentially thinking about doing it at the middle school, and then when he asked, I'm thinking, oh, this might be nice, but I didn't want to share anything without your approval. And then I found, so it sounds like you already did. So that's good. I'm glad you can connect with him and do it through the Galvin as well. That'll be good.
Yeah, so hopefully Mr. Cedrone can maybe share those copies, or I could share them as well, but I think he's already making edits, so probably won't be the exact same.
Yeah. That's great. So I think I copied you on my email, I believe, or forwarded you the email I sent to the staff about the survey. Is there any feedback? Are you thinking I should have also mentioned something else or added anything, or I wanted to get your feedback on that.
Let me pull it up really quick. Sorry, just so I can look at it.
No, it's fine. Try to make it pretty as simple as possible and just, get the point out that we're doing it, and then we'll send the links. We haven't shared the links yet. I plan on doing that the morning of, just so we could see things live, real time, before someone started filling it up on their own on the weekend.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. I think it covers what we need to have it cover. Is it going to be included in Mrs. McLeod's weekend update this weekend?
Yeah, yep. So she usually around this time of the week asks me if there's anything I want to include. So she already is well aware that we're doing it and is 100% behind it. But then I will remind her to put that clip in the in her weekly email.
Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
The last thing we want is angry parents.
Yes, that would not be good. Did we get any feedback from teachers or anything, or was it kind of just you sent that and there wasn't anything further?
I had a couple of teachers reply back saying that sounds great. Can we get a copy of the survey? I want to see. We're really curious to see what you're asking the students, because so is that kind of a couple of responses I received to that? That's it so far. So they haven't seen the survey yet. It was more just that email that I'd sent out. But yeah.
Yeah, I think if teachers want to see it, it's okay for us to share it with them, as long as they just don't push the link out to their students. Just so maybe if they want to know kind of what might trigger students or make them more anxious or whatever, just so they know. I don't think that's a horrible idea.
Right. I wasn't planning on doing it till the morning of as well, just for certain, there's really no major reason why they need to know before we send it out, and I figured as long as you're okay with it, it would be good for them to see what was asked.
Yeah.
Cool. And I mentioned we'll be on hand just in, watching that second form. So if students do request and they check off the emergency as far as how quickly they want to respond, if anyone checks off that I would like someone to respond now today before I go home, then we'll be there to monitor that, and we'll jump in if that's the case. But my hope and guess is that we won't have too many that level, but I would also expect we'll get a good deal of kids saying, yeah, I wouldn't mind a check-in,
Yeah,
We'll see.
I think you're probably correct, and hopefully people can find resources and things like that.
Yeah. And then have you thought about the results and what you want to do once it's done and you have them all in? Are you gonna put together a summary, or what do you want us to do as a group, or how do you want that to happen?
I think we were planning on kind of going through it just as like the subcommittee, just like to see what we have and what we think can come from it, because I feel like that might be kind of a long meeting. And then kind of once we have a more coherent idea of what specifically we want to do, then we'll probably reach back out and things like that with a more specific like plan or suggestions and things like that.
Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
I
would be
think
awesome.
it might be. So we'll probably, like Alyssa said, like meet as a subcommittee, and then maybe like meet with the guidance department to kind of analyze it and interpret it with like, professionals, I guess. And then we'll probably want to take it to the whole council and maybe just like do a little presentation. It might be a good idea to take it to administration just so they can also get a sense for it, and just kind of like feel out the vibe, I guess, in the school. And then I was thinking, so it's myself and a middle schooler, Jenna Farber. We're liaisons from the youth council to the school committee. And so if there are any, like, if we think that there are any, really important findings, or maybe not, and if we just want to present that to the school committee, that might be good for them to know, especially Mr. Lyons, just where he can, they have a lot of power to implement things that, might need some changes.
That'd be awesome. What would be great is if you can, when we get the results, and you can share out the key pieces of it, and if we could think of some ways to address it, and then you can share that information with them too. Is not only here's the information, but these are some things we're either thinking about or we are doing to address it.
Yeah,
that's
maybe we can even
definitely the
share
goal.
it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's definitely the goal. Like, find a couple of really solid proposals or suggestions that we can give to people who have more of the power to put them into place. So like the school committee, should it apply to them, or like the administration?
Yeah, maybe we could even share it with teachers too if they wanted it.
Yeah.
Because I know, a lot of, like, all teachers are very, aware of mental health, and especially this year. But it might help bring a sense of urgency to, if they need to adjust the workload, or if they need to have some more supportive conversations in advisory or in class, or provide more resources and things like that. So it might be a good idea to, we can outline this in more detail, but loud.
And I think that also may be helpful even for the parents to have some of those, maybe like the key portion of those results given to them, so that maybe they can like check in with their child and be like, oh, like this was sort of alarming. Like, did you answer with like this portion of the did you answer with this demographic? Like, sort of just asking them and seeing if they were like part of those results that were like maybe alarming, or just interesting, or just something that wasn't exactly expected.
It's a great point. I love that idea. Everything you're saying, just yes, keep all those thoughts and all those different angles and all the different ways of attacking it. I think that's what's going to work.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You go. I've been talking a lot. I'm caffeinated, so.
I was just going to say that I'm so happy with the timing of the survey. I think that this is such a great time for us to check in with students. We're halfway through the year, and there's still plenty of time for us to adapt and adjust as necessary. So the timing is spot on. Go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, so, we're kind of obviously taking our mental health initiative, I guess you could call it, like step by step. And obviously, the survey is our first step, but I think with the results of the survey, one of the biggest things that we want to do is kind of spark some conversation. So like with Anthony, his idea of sharing it with the parents, I think that's a really good idea because it can start conversation at home, and then if we share it with teachers, it can happen at school. And then, people can talk about it with their friends if they want. And then even if, the school committee or Mr. Lyons, if they talk about it, I think that is a huge portion of, our effort to kind of try to end the stigma in, our immediate community. And then with those results, after they're kind of looked at and everything, then we can start to figure out if there need to be changes made to, structure of school. And I know that's obviously a big step, or, what kinds of resources we need to provide and stuff like that. So those are just my thoughts on kind of our next steps.
Does anybody have anything else they want to talk about, suggest?
We're ready to go.
All right.
Get this going. Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see the results. And I can imagine everybody's going to want to see kind of what the trends are and what those comment. I mean, it's pretty much the forefront of everything that's going on, I think,
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for all this organizational piece and running all of this. And this is all your initiative. We're just helping you get it out there and do it. So I love that all this came from you from start to finish. So congratulations on all this. We're proud of you.
Thank you. Great job.
Thank
Right.
you.
Thank you.
Thank
much.
you very much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Oh my God, getting off of this is always so awkward because we're just like,
I literally
We
said-
have to end the
said-
meeting.
My brain just died. I said thank you much.
it makes me feel better. I did not hear it.
Yeah, I didn't hear it either.
I'm so happy with how supportive they are with this.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
we're really lucky.
I almost said, do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting when they're still on there? And I was like, they're like they might have a heart attack if I say that. Like,
I know. At the Triumph meeting,
Thank you so much. I appreciate that you guys
we got
yeah,
you.
that's
Both
what
of you,
We got
like-
you.
It's
Because I
that
was like-
I forget that a lot of people aren't super familiar with motion
Rose.
these things.
I know. I explained it
Oh,
during
listen, I gotta jump in.
Yeah.
like a lot of people are so confused about how emotions work because it's like when they're not in person and it's just
Right.
Yeah.
it's hard.
I'm always
to
like, do I gotta do it? Do I gotta do it? Like,
It's so funny. And we're lucky to have Anthony who runs it, knowing
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, because I feel like that would it would be tricky. So yesterday I talked with Catherine on the phone. Did you guys watch the school committee meeting?
I went through and watched the little warrior logo part. So the end of March is what we're aiming for.
Right.
I'm hearing.
So-
Okay.
I know
Yeah.
you told me, Lauren, how it went.
Yeah. So Catherine and I talked about it and just kind of our next steps, because it seemed like they wanted a little bit more from us, which
Oh yeah.
we didn't know until then, which was a little tough because we definitely could have gotten it, but now we know, and we know their timeline. So we kind of talked about maybe, getting into classes. I don't know, if it would be the diversity leaders in us or us. It wasn't a huge conversation around that. It was just an idea. And then maybe sometime soon, and it's hard with our mental health stuff because that's, it's really big. Maybe sending out another survey about the logo after we do some more education. So
I
yeah,
think
that's
that
kinda
would.
what-
I think that would be something we wouldn't rely on the school for, though. That would be on our
Right.
own core distribution.
that's-
So that would be a social media thing. And we're up to 200 followers. Anthony, you are our 200th follower.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, we're at 200 now. Yes. Thank you, Anthony.
I was so proud when Anthony got Instagram. I was so
I
excited.
know.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, he finally did
considering
it.
I'm trying to before this I was considering posting a reel trying to do it. I'm trying to Olga was like, can you do this? And it was like doing like a snap, like 2 against 3 snapping. I was like,
Oh,
try.
like the
yeah.
Like
that
TikTok
one.
thing? Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah. It's so fun
It's
once
so
again.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I recently looked at the Facebook is still dry. However,
I saw you posted something.
a filler item. I shared the town of Wakefield's post, which I think is probably run by the town council. And
I think it's run by Jen.
Oh, that would make sense.
I think that's Jen. Sorry, I just totally interrupted.
No, it's fine. No, I'm glad you did. And it was just about vaccine sites. So I thought Jen would be proud.
Yes.
But then as I was doing that, I looked at how many likes we have, and I was very surprised. Hang on. We have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm just trying to count it. We have 61, which I think is pretty good for Facebook. And I want to run this by you. I was thinking, I'm a member of Wakefield Moms, that group, and I love it. It's the best decision I think I've ever made to try to get into that, and I did. I'm thinking about, I think I would have to use my personal account, which like I'm fine with, to share our page and just saying like, hi, like I'm a member of the Wakefield Youth Council. This is our page, you know, here's what we do, here's what we'll post. Do you think that's okay?
Yeah, I think maybe don't do that. Like, I think we should maybe talk about it with Catherine really quick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
At Monday's meeting, but I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
Okay.
I do know it's run by somebody who lives in Reading, but she's not a Wakefield mom anymore.
Interesting. But yeah, I just wanted to run it by you guys, but I'll definitely ask her before I do that.
Yeah, and then, oh my God, Anthony, you can promo us now.
Oh, like on your Instagram story.
So it'll be like us 3 and Jack, and that's it. But it's okay.
But
It's fine.
It's great.
Yeah, so we can all like push that survey out when we make one. So maybe kind of similar like the first one you made, Lauren.
Okay.
And then also you might want to revive the mascot subcommittee because we're gonna need it.
Yeah, I think so.
I can totally come to the meetings and like help y'all out.
Yeah. I think it was me, Jack, and Jenna.
Yeah. So I can totally come because there's
and like it's obviously open to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think more people
we're gonna have to deal with the whole let's defer to what's his Leonard Baird.
Oh yeah, the Baird family. Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna have to be very prepared for that. Like extremely well prepared because people are gonna keep coming back to that. We're still off topic right now. It's okay.
No, it's okay. And there's been a lot of discussion about the logo since the school committee meeting, just like on social media that I've seen, like on Twitter, Facebook, and stuff. Which is again, all opinions are valid. I'm here for it, and we knew that was gonna happen, and I think it's good. It's healthy conversation.
Also, sorry,
we're trying to get going.
Sorry, I did it again. I'm
sorry.
It's okay. I need to stop that.
It's okay.
I gotta start muting myself, dear God. Mr. Kent, we need him on our side before we go on the school committee meetings.
Yeah,
absolutely. We need to reach out to him now. Get him on board as soon as humanly possible. Because as soon as he starts hearing backlash, he's not gonna want to be on the meeting. But if we get him talking now and we get him committed now, he can't back out.
Yeah, they've actually, a lot of the athletic teams have been starting to change it. I think he's been kind of unofficially pushing it. On the Twitter, I think I told both of you about it, and
new look
and everything. Yeah. I really like them. I think
they're cool. I like them personally.
But yeah, I think it's really great that he's been kind of doing it and phasing it out and not making it a drastic change, which I think it was our goal too. Is our goal. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
I think
so we definitely should
talk with Catherine at our next subcommittee meeting, just about actual
Yeah.
next steps. Are there, obviously right now we're brainstorming.
Yeah. We can motion to add that to the agenda. I
Yeah.
did. Oh, just before I forget, did anybody talk to Yana about what we were talking about with the logo
I did,
last
yeah.
time? Okay, you did, because I forgot to.
Yeah, she was like totally on board with it. I love that.
Okay.
I think it's so nice.
I know, it's really nice.
She's so talented.
Okay.
But
I
yeah,
just wanted to check.
did you see that they put a lot of her artwork like around town?
Yeah.
I
It's
almost
so good.
put it on our page. I
You
almost put it on our page.
totally should.
I think I want to. I'll
Yeah.
DM her after this.
Um,
Yana, please.
Speaking of posting meeting reminder posts,
Crap. I wrote it down and I
just
didn't
wanted
do
to
it.
remind you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you, Lauren. Okay.
And someone had a really good idea. My mom shared the post because I'm really good friends with Yana. And someone commented that it would be a really good idea to make those like the one Wakefield lawn signs. I think that would be really cool. And we couldn't, I don't think it would be our place to get that going.
Oh, but we could though.
I know.
That would be really
Yeah.
good.
Human Rights Commission.
Yeah. We can have Yana talk to them about it because she's their liaison. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I was so proud of Yana. It was very exciting.
Yes. Okay. Are we ready to adjourn yet?
I think so.
Okay. We're gonna then we just went on all the tangents.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's what matters not reasonably anticipated is for.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
The brain dump.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet.
Do I get a motion?
I motion to adjourn the meeting.
I second that motion.
All right, let's vote. Myself,
Like
yes.
try them all
Lauren.
over again. The three of us. Yes.
Anthony.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay.
All
We're
right,
adjourned.
I will see you later today. And Anthony.
Yes.
Yes. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. Have fun at the
Bye.
focus group meeting.
Yes. We'll
We'll
let you know
do.
how it goes.
Yes, I can't wait to see how
Yes.
it goes. I'll see you
Bye.
guys. Have a nice